So what exactly is Bidenomics? Here's President Joe Biden launching the economic policy in Chicago on Wednesday.
Bidenomics is about building an economy from the middle out and the bottom up, not the top down. And there are three fundamental changes that we decided to make with the help of the Congress and been able to do it. First, making smart investments in America. Second, educating and empowering American workers to grow the middle class. And third, promoting competition to lower costs to help small businesses.
The name is meant to evoke and contrast with Reaganomics. That's the theory spearheaded by Republican former President Ronald Reagan in the 1980s, that prosperity among the wealthy trickles down to the poor. Bidenomics instead starts low, something Biden touted this week when he announced a more than $40 billion investment for high-speed internet in rural areas. He likened that push to progressive former President Franklin Delano Roosevelt's move to electrify rural America nearly a century ago. Republicans mostly criticize the plan for what they say is excessive taxes, regulation, and spending, which they believe increases inflation and the national debt. Hours before Biden spoke, Senate Republicans released a lengthy refutation of Bidenomics. Polls show that only about 1/3 of Americans approve of Biden's handling of the economy.
So the bad news, everyone knows about. The good news, very few Americans know about. And in an environment like that, it's hard to make a compelling case that you're doing a good job when nobody knows anything's good.
And analysts say the rest of the world is closely watching the world's largest economy, amid recession in Europe and sluggish economic growth in China.
What occurs in the United States, those conditions get spread to the rest of the world. So, if the United States has to keep raising interest rates, that can cause real problems for emerging market economies who've got to repay debt in dollars. It can cause financial strains in the world financial markets.
Biden recently began campaigning in earnest. He says he's running for re-election to finish the job on his policy goals. The economy is consistently among the top 3 concerns of American voters. But the lag between policy implementation and results, and the lag for economists to recognize what has happened, is often measured in years. Biden has 18 months to make his case. Anita Powell, VOANews, Washington.